Hey everyone, it's Jason here with a new update for FireJumpers Inferno. So I've taken about a month off or so just to kind of refocus and figure out what I want to do. I realize there's a lot more work that needs to happen before I can really release the game. So I'm going to just kind of take my time and try to do it right. So with that said, I have been looking at this car builder asset that I purchased from the Unity asset store. And I've been kind of customizing this guy's code, and I have to say he did a great job at being able to do this. So here we have this kind of little brush truck that I've created, and what I like about this particular car builder is you can give it some car settings, and you can customize it, and I mean really customize it. So for example, we've got the width of the car here. And just by updating a single variable, I can change and everything scales. All the tires move properly, to show that difference. You can change the height from the ground. Um, uh, I mean, body length, body height, slanted width. You can change how much you slant something, the trunk length, um, the hood length. Uh, you can really customize everything about this. And this is just with the body length. I mean, we go into the wheels and the size of the wheels that you can have, the wheel width. You can't really see it like that, but anyways. Um, and all kinds of things. Everything from the backside, whether you want it to be kind of like a regular truck. If it's default, that's when you want to kind of build cars. Um, and yeah, everything again can be updated. Even the roof, the slant. Let's take a look. Um, so just the angle here, you can adjust the angle at which you know, this looks like here as well. Um, and yeah, a lot of different kinds of properties that you can change. Door, you got also all the colors, so I can change the tire colors. Let's say the hubcap, they can be different colors as well. Um, yeah, everything is customizable. And so what happens is if I can actually manipulate and change, you know, a car from here like this, and I can turn it, you know, into an engine just by updating the different kind of properties. Now this is kind of a basic one, and I had to do some customization to the code, but there's still some problems like the fender. It's not cutting out properly just because of the way I scaled it. But anyways, still very interesting. I can add a police car I was trying to work out as well. Um, and yeah, everything like that. So all of these particular properties can be saved to the database, and that means that I want to take everything that's here that's inside of the Unity editor and kind of externalize it and put it into the game so that players can create their own units and be able to customize all of these things and add some colors and because I mean if you look at like the back, let's see, back top here, yeah, got that color for that one, this color, right? So they have different panels depending on the different things. Um, anyways, so I want to try to get this into the game, and then people can create units, and not only units like vehicles, but just even things like the hubcaps or the mirrors. Let me just show, I gotta show you the mirror thing. It's really cool. All right, so if I come down to mirrors, windows, doors, nose, here, wing mirror. Okay, so the wing mirror for the car data, I can change, things like the arm length of the window. But the shape of the mirror is its own data. So that means that I can create different paths to create different shapes of the mirrors that I want to have. Um, so by doing this, this can be saved, which means that players could design all kinds of different types of mirrors that could be reused elsewhere in other vehicles. So yeah, I mean, basically it just expands, the inventory of all kinds of things that you could do. Super excited about it. So we're going to see if I can try to get that kind of integrated. Uh, yeah. So with that, there was something else I wanted to show you guys. So I'm going to maximize. All right. So besides building those units, I got the new brush truck. Now it is available. However, if you are a previous user, you may have to just kind of contact me and say, hey, can you add a brush truck to my list and I can do it manually? Or this other way is just create a new account and you'll get the new brush trucks showing up. So, okay, so let's come over here. Download this area. Okay. All right. So one of the things that I have added um, to the fire here, I'm going to change the scale. There we go. I thought there was something weird. Okay. Um, if you take a look around the edge, you're not going to see it here. Maybe I'll add a slightly larger fire and we'll increase the game speed to 50. All right. Now the containment barriers that I was adding to just kind of define the outer perimeter of the fire, they shrink now over time. And as they get smaller and smaller, this is kind of like the hourglass, the countdown before it actually spreads. So the moment it gets so small it disappears, this is when you know the fire is going to spread in from that direction here. And now we've got all the new fires kind of popping up. So it's a little visual, but I thought it would be kind of interesting to be able to see and interact and go, oh yeah, okay, well, we've got a little bit of extra time. We should start fighting these ones, but these ones, they're almost ready to, spread. There's no point in trying to fight this fire. Just wait until it gets to the next, uh, layer here. So. Yeah, so there's that. Then there is, okay, so here's the new brush truck, right? Uh, so, oh, right, I'm at game speed 50. That is just a little intense. Okay, so, yeah, again, I can't wait to see what people will build as far as units in the game, with this kind of unit builder. If I can just get everything done and externalize it, create a car builder in there in game, that would be great. Okay, so there's that, and we've got, let's say, the first engine, and we've got another engine. Okay, um, and we'll add a ground crew. I think that's enough to do what I need to do. Okay, so now there is now kind of a task force that needs to follow certain rules. One is that engines uh, are kind of natural leaders instead of the brush truck. The brush truck can join a task force here, but uh, let's see here. Seem to come off this a little bit. Yeah. So if the engine comes near a brush truck, it won't automatically create a task force. Uh, but another engine can join another engine and create a task force. Uh, the brush truck is also allowed to join um, the task, but uh, they um, they're limited to also the roads as well. So wherever the engine can go, the brush truck can go, which is why we can't do it in reverse, where the engines can't join in with brush trucks, because brush trucks will be able to go off-road. Um, yeah, so besides that, we have um, one of the little bugs here. Actually, this is great. We got a dozer, and we're going to get the sky crane. All right, we're going to bring the sky crane down. Okay, bring him a little further down. Slow him down. Here we go. All right, so now the dozer is a unit that the sky crane, and only the sky crane, can transport. Um, so now you can see that he is just below. The other bug that I fixed was if the dozer is cutting, the helicopter was able to cut and drive, fly around, and even way up high in the sky, it was just cutting all that. So anyways, that bug is now fixed. There is still some work that needs to happen. To exit from any kind of task force or kind of carrying, you press the button here to kind of focus on it. Now, in this case, the dozer just dropped out of the sky from wherever the helicopter was. So it's not supposed to really do that. I'm going to have to fix that. But for now, what I wanted to do was just have the different units be able to interact. So if you're a ground troop like this and you join the task force over here, um, these two units will be able to work with the fire, but this ground crew will not. He can be carried along, but he will not suppress or spray water or do anything. He's just there for the ride. Um, Now, if two ground crews were to create a task force, then they can work together. So they can cut faster or spray water on the same tile at the same time. So we'll see. Yeah, so those were the additional kind of features. So again, the new car builder that I'm currently working, and I definitely want to build one for dozers and helicopters and airplanes. So the sky's going to be the limit. We're just going to be able to create all the types of units that we want. They may not be as fancy as some of the downloaded versions that I've got, but I mean, it does. I mean, I think I can do better than this, but um, it'll be roughly, of this kind of style. And we'll be able to, we can actually add stickers, so we can add pictures. So we might be able to save stuff, and we can get some decals on there too, just to kind of make it a little bit more fancy. Um, all right. Yeah, I think that is it for this video. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.